Mahindra XUV 500 test drive kan nei do na tu na hian hei GPS mangin kan kal do na hei global positioning system ania ai hi tu na hian in tuirel airfield ta kan car test na hun na khan kan kal le do na kan location hi like Greenwood Hospital bul mai hi nia durtlang road a khan an showroom a hi chuan tu na hian in kalkong min shil ta char ta khuya nga kal don ti khai meter somnga le ka tama hian veilama kwal tur ni ti kha aron soita traffic point kan nai to view ni tu na hian chuan meter somnga a hian kan kulanga traffic a jam le ka tu na hian hei kan tlan chak thei vak lawa nakina amumalin kan soyanga kan tlan tak tak kong a koi dan tur zong zong te tuirial kong shelo tan khan min shil vek ta nakina a detailin khoenge kan kalna tur a destination a veng te khoi a street ning te ta hian om vek ani chu kan tai panga ta chuan min shoi vek don a tong po tong thei hiala chuan tu na hian in audio mute in kan la tlan ria mumal takin kan ti chau don ne tu kin zinga hei Mahindra XUV 500 test drive kan nei tur hi kapur ko be hei LPS autotech ina etia nga vehicle tra test drive kan nei thei hi kain chuang khop me chuan he XUV hi alar polar ngang me Nagaland atun car ni kalta vel khan kan jusina Hornbill festival mangin Nagaland a phei chuan in hemi ngani utility vehicle ho SUV ho a hian in kap mu number ani he motor hi chuan Mahindra product ho hi alo tam khop me tin sangyong ngani Rexton ti te po kha kan hmuwa Nagaland a phei chuan mania test drive kan non nei to Rexton kha an shal thabera India ram Apollo man la hiala ni ti te kha kan sia chuan tuna kan khalme ka hi XUV 500 hi asiam da na hi achang kang khop me ya Mahindra hlang hlak ania sangyong kha chu Rexton kha chu sangyong nen Korea company ne an siam du na nia hei ero hi chu 100% India Mahindra ania pona changa enjon hei import amoti khial tur khopa chang kang le nal ania chu khalna chance ka nei ka lom khop mai biriala kalkonga itan le zelango XUV 500 chu kongpa ya kan tlan pui china he ama hi a seat position hi he kong kan mu chiang thei em ya chuanin hemi hianin katan confidence min pe ne chan chu kong chiang taka tia ka zu pu mai hianin ka khal hi ti no em ya anen chinula taiwa kan tuna ka position ang chen camera head engine set tu da hianin apa hi amu thiam thei ne chu katan chuanin khal atinu ma XUV hi a so hi na deuh leka so na ngai na lutuk lo tan chuan tlem chuan so nai tu mai thema se hetia ang chi hi motor hetia ang lian etina Scorpio chok ma sa te kha shachawanga a body roll kan ti hetia kong koya leng lawa han ruya ole me a so kan nem tuk da a nem lutuk awang khan a motor po stable tok lawa ni an tlan khan ti hian om thina tuna Scorpio thar hi chu a ket to em ma khatiang deuh khanin ka ai ma khan hi body roll om lo le zualta a so hi aron na deuh leka chu advantage aron nei na le disadvantage nei na chu so na deuh lek ma in asiat thea ma se a stable pha ta motor rui thi tan pan motor rui a har sa to zong do na chu a suspension chu changa chuanin kong chhea ta da chuan kan soi du ani ma se kong ngi la chuan a suspension name a in a suspension claim aron khau hian anuam zo chuanin tu da hey navigation GPS global positioning system banga kan tlan ka heta hianin min la shoi ngar mai hi tu real kal turin kan nat kala tu la hian kong il phei de lek kan neya tlan chuan kong ding lama kwal tur tin je ga heta inu kilometer khata
Inside the mirror, but I don't know
chibai ule LPS autotech clear tu te hei voini a hianin hei kan hnunga hian Mahindra XUV 500 awma 50010 te alam dan tur dik tak zo hei nge ka thelo ama ro chu hemi asoi dan a hi chuan Mizoram chuan 500 in kan lamani omzia chuan hei XUV hi next generation khami ron soina khania X a hian SUV kan tiang chi khania SUV lampum hi shalo kan lo om takin sport utility vehicle ti na nia chuan he motor hi hei lai hmun a hian voina test drive kan han nei dona he motorina min offer chu 2200cc 2.2 velania ma hi chuan horsepower hi 140 ania rpm niama tang the em ma hit ama te hi tetiam min po hian rpm sang taka tlan nga ya chumi hnu power min pe chau tiang kha ni lawa kong chuka khita eng lawa tangin anma ni showroom Mahindra showroom atang kan tlan thla a tuirela kong chuka kan tlan second gear third gear ina mi kan le pe le don pokhan power thatak mai min pe ni he motor hian chu chu a chuan om hle me ya headline muna tuirel airfield kongil stretch nuam bet deuh me hian voina kan tlan chhinanga he motorina power anei dan te tin handling a te a suspension te kong chuka ron tlana chuanin kan soi to ni china tin ama hi interior a hian enge anei ama hi noi som le pali borvel a maximum a high end tap khai chu noi som le panga man borvel ania chuan chu India rama SUV in siama chuanin tuna chuan ber pol ania he motor hi chuan a design hi an en reng hianin hei a pa top mai mi patan chuanin he motor hi it omani nge ramsa po ramsa tlan chak ber chita khami en khan khami copy khanin a body hi built ania kena en chianga malam pangte tin hetlaya he an kaldante a diagram and draw shim po hetlai vel hi chita hetlaya amal pui khatin thau lai bor velang te khani ta chuan hetlai hi door handle te hi chita akut apo khan tiang chi kha lai khami hisab ang deuh khanin aron an siam boka chuanin hei hianin he motor hian mak deuh chu tatu nei kana en sin don nia amalam panga en hian a motor moi na bernin ka sia ke man ka mudan chuan XUV 500 hi heti zonga sir zong le malam pangtel deuh hian alang moi ka tia hei hi kan hriat thei angin chita kha sakei mel ang khan an hisab ta ula khoi lai nge a sakei na lai han silfia dan don ta chewila hei a headlight ani na angin lai amit kha sakei mit ang khan ron om ta chuan helai bor vel hi hei a pui mulang deuh khan lai bor vel hi aron om le ta chuan headlight zong nen hianin hei a bonnet ta te hianin headlight pong big te hi oma mak deuh chu he motor hi ti hian entai la he motor hi foreign car mani ti tur ania ma se logo India rama chuanin common em mai alar wanga common em mai he logo hi shalo kan omang lo mai thein motor lom chuan Mahindra logo ania he motor hi Mahindra ina 100% ama built ania India rama ama siam Mahindra siam ania Mahindra punan chuak hle ni tuna kan en lai hi kita mana motors durtlang rota bongkon durtlang rota an demo vehicle ania hei hi voini hian motor tharlak kan test lawa arong hi dal rong chi sang athan tur na ma voina hemi rong kan kena hi ain me khop me rong var te rong dum te po oma chuanin rong sang omani chuan headlight hian en le tai la ta hian a projector headlight hi hei pahni aron pakhat aron nei projector headlight hi chuan hetai headlight pa ga aron nei le a chuanin khut lai khuanin sira khuanin pakhat kongkoya hetia motor antina motor hi kan khalta kongi la te kan tlan pheita ni kongi la kan tlan pheya enge headlight ngil char khajon min chhun dik the kong a kwal che khan headlight kha ngili nala om sia headlight kwal to sia kha khan asira kan kwal na tur kha ena harve de olek chine chumi chu sharangin he motor chuan headlight static bending headlamp pakhat oma chu a steering kan koi rol khan automatic in hei hi aron eng china khu khuan kong koi kwal atinuam bikin zana khala atinuam big bok ani hey XUV 500 chu asang em ma ke ni ang pasang wak lo tan fashion in ama hi ke ni ai sang nei me chuan kan mu the angin interior hi anal em ani an chuang an ni pona rong te hi motor tam taka chuan kan mu chu adum lampang le avar deuh si engemaw rong hi hetlai dash te hen dashboard te helai ponam thina an ni chuan ei a uk lampang deuh a sen duk kan ti don nge hetiang rong hi interior a hen an ron da tela hetlai bor vela hian chuan a plastic hi hengte a nem tha XUV 500 ina an chuan em mai chu airbag paruklai a choma chu a omzia chu a hma patni a sira te po om boka ta passenger seat atin helai kong khar a hianin hetlai anga hianin motor ina ron sut chor pon sir zong in antinan sir zong ron sut chor pon airbag ron por pop tur khalo om bok tani chu he motor ina akal phunga chu ani ta ni motor changkang takle safety features nei thatak ani motor changkang chunga nuam deuh main kan chuang hei tuna hian hei kan hmuang hianin tlai hian me tur engemaw zat a awma play laia amiu thut na te volume up na te tin phone call tun laia chuanin kan hmu treuh to motor kan ron ti hoa po pick up na te khateng call siam na te chuan a source ran thlan na te hetlai hianin hei cruise mode hi set thei ani heta hianin chuan voice control te engemaw khati thei hei a horn ani boka chuan ama hi leather finish hei leather in tuam thlap boka hei ti changkang khop me airbag a awma he motor ina aron ken tha kati mai chu a meter box lai bor vel hetlaya a display hi anal kati a chan chu ti hianin he analog ni ina bialin ata hianin ama hi meter box hi awma chu hetlai hian digital in thil display nei boka heta hianin he analog in temperature display nei boka hi tin ama shim te khu han anila anal he tlai ron ni tur ve ten thil tam tak he aron feature ani he motor hian chu he motor changkang taka hianin headlight meter box hi anal katia dashboard po hi changkang katia he waterfall kami theme antia engeni tui kho thla ten he tiron kalang hianin a ome antini chuan he motor ina a feature tam taka chu headlight hi touch screen ania he LCD hi 6-inch LCD touchscreen ania chuan heta hianin a hran set na tur awm boka tuna hianin he me tur awma heta hian home kan lutanga navigation system kha ni china kan soikha hetla home ka me pa khan tin ka me tanga GPS kha the Mahindra navigator intia tuna hian GPS attach back ani tuirel airfield atangin ati hian GPS attach chuan heta hian koilai nge he kong hingil phei ka wangin ta hian he tirang il to me airfield kan om ta tuna hian chuna menu a hian a hran han set tur oma tuna hianin kan hole na tura kan take me home ti khanita kan kaldu na tura find location kan setanga chuanin kan du na kan my favorite places ti velte pokha oma chu hata hianin location dangzong le taila tuna entenan find street address village town khoyamani zong le taila tuna hian Aizawl a click ta kurkhu kan find danga heta tang hian Aizawl Mizoram Aizawl district Aizawl Mizoram kan check anga heta tangin navigate to at the destination more or navigate to tikhan Aizawl kan kaldan tur karon calculate ti hian airfield ta kan kalanga angil pheive ka ti hian heta kan kalkulanga hetina kalna tur karon langta ni tlan pa khan he GPS tangkai tak mai hi ron langta chuan GPS mai ba ka hianin ei chu han ho taila chuan hetlai hian thil hran display film te music video te du kha pen drive mang te pon en thei bokani chuan hei hi a volume control omna ni hei AC vent hi tra AC hi chak tha hei hi heta hianin thil hran ada te boka he tin helai hi sweet finish ani boka aman hi noi som le pakhat atanga noi som le panga thlengania ama hianin XUV 500 hian motor hran engeni heta class hran nia so ta kan khan cheng noi som le pakhat atanga noi som le panga man thlengin class hi nei bokani chuan heta hian feature hran ania kan soi howanga heta in phone chung chang khan ia music system te radio te home te heta navigation te kha heta touch screen ni ba kan ta me torom boka ta hian AC on na heta nuwa hian AC on na shan pa omle ta bok ta tiang kha passenger ho seat belt ang lote chuan hetlai features a hian hei shan oma hetlai hian ESP ante ESP guitar khan mi alo ne chuan hei hi electronic stability program ania hei hi omzia bera chuan
ESP stands for Electronic Stability Program. This crash avoidance technology intervenes instantly should the vehicle go into a skid or no longer respond to the driver's steering intention and brings it safely back on track. Let's take a look at the safety benefits of ESP in practice. First, a simulation setup featuring a vehicle without ESP. The truck parked at the side of the road is blocking the view of the approaching vehicle. Only by swerving quickly can a collision be avoided. But due to this abrupt steering maneuver, the vehicle starts to skid. Let's take a look at the same situation from different angles. Now let's look at the simulation, but this time we'll use a vehicle with ESP. ESP reacts instantly and prevents the vehicle from skidding. Let's take a look at the demonstration of ESP on a test track. Here's an XUV 500 without ESP attempting to avoid a suddenly appearing obstacle, a common occurrence on Indian roads. For safety purposes, outriggers have been used. Now let's look at the same maneuver, but this time with ESP. ESP prevents skidding. ESP saves lives. Global studies have proven that ESP prevents skidding accidents by up to 80%. In fact, ESP is the best active safety system a vehicle can have. How does ESP work? ESP, the Electronic Stability Program, counteracts skidding at an early stage. It does so by activating the brakes and, if necessary, by engine interventions. ESP comprises the following components: a speed sensor on each wheel, a yaw rate sensor which measures the vehicle's rotation around its vertical axis, a steering angle sensor which registers the driver's steering intention, sensor signals which enable the control unit to compute when and how it should intervene, and a hydraulic unit which builds up and reduces braking pressure on the brakes. Let's look at a simulation setup on the test track with a vehicle with ESP. What happens during the steering maneuver? The driver has to suddenly swerve to the right, but the vehicle does not respond to the driver's steering intention. The vehicle understeers, heading straight towards the obstacle. ESP briefly brakes the right rear wheel very sharply. This produces the desired countering force so that the vehicle responds as the driver intended. What happens during counter-steering? When the driver turns the steering wheel to keep the vehicle in the right lane, after avoiding the obstacle, the vehicle tends to oversteer, the rear end swerving to the right. The torque to the left is too high. In this case, ESP brakes the right front wheel. The torque is reduced. Instead of going into a skid, the vehicle stays on course, thanks to ESP. ESP enables various value-added functions. Traction control system. Slopes or inclines invariably present drivers with difficult challenges. Here, the driver has to stop on a slope. The left-hand wheels are on a wet and slippery surface. When trying to start moving without TCS, the wheels on the slippery surface simply spin. The vehicle slips and is uncontrollable. TCS, which is now on, prevents the wheels from spinning by reducing the drive torque at each driven wheel. The car moves off safely and stays on track. Hill hold control. The ESP value-added function Hill Hold Control supports the driver during hill starts. While pulling away on slopes, the driver has to operate the brakes, accelerator and clutch pedals very fast to prevent the vehicle from rolling backwards. The Hill Hold Control function detects hill start situations. After the driver releases the brake pedal, the Hill Hold Control function holds the vehicle for about 2 seconds, allowing the driver to simply step on the accelerator pedal and drive off. No handbrake, no stress and no rolling back. Hill Descent Control. Driving downhill can be challenging and even dangerous. The Hill Descent Control feature allows smooth and controlled hill descent without any intervention from the driver. Normally, on a downward slope, the driver has to switch between the brake and clutch pedals very often. This could be stressful. With HDC on, the driver can concentrate on only maneuvering the vehicle. If the vehicle accelerates, ESP will automatically apply the brakes to slow down the vehicle, resulting in a smooth, controlled and stress-free descent. ESP prevents skidding. ESP saves lives.